it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. So much news to cover. We're going to cover Erling Haaland coming to Barcelona and what players have to be sold in order to fund that transfer, Messi going to PSG, and Laporta wanting Nagelsmann as the manager of FC Barcelona. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get to 200 likes on this video. It would be very much appreciated. And of course, hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. Let's start off by addressing these rumors about Messi going to PSG. Now, Marcelo Bielsa, who's a top journalist, he was the first journalist to report Neymar going to PSG back in 2017. And he's also the first journalist to break the news that Messi wanted to leave last summer. He came out saying, look, I have some big news about Messi coming at 9 a.m. And that big news was Paris Saint-Germain have the money and project to make Lionel Messi's rival possible at their club. He states that PSG are confident that they have a better sporting project than Barcelona and that they can convince Lionel Messi. The locker room is revealed that they won't have to face Messi as a rival next season. The optimism is rising a lot in Paris. Now, Le Parisien, who is also another close source to PSG, they came out saying that PSG is closely monitoring the situation of Juventus star Cristiano Ronaldo, who seems to be close to an exit door in Turin, and if Kylian Mbappe leaves, the president hopes to attract Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo to the French capital. Now, as soon as these rumors started to circulate around the media, Cope came out saying that Jorge Messi, who's of course Messi's father and his agent, will speak to Laporta about Messi's future. However, before this meeting happens, Laporta has to be officially appointed as the Barcelona new president, and that talks/meeting is scheduled for Monday, where Jorge Messi will travel from Argentina to Barcelona. Now, you might be wondering to yourself, wait, didn't Laporta win the election? Isn't he already the Barcelona president? He is, but he isn't on paper, and that will be officially made on Monday as well. BN Sports come out saying that if there's no change, Joan Laporta will officially take over next week, and the first match under the new president will be away at Real Sociedad. BN Sports also come out saying that Lionel Messi will evaluate a lot of things before making any decision, and those things that he will evaluate is as follows: his history with Barcelona, Laporta's sporting project, the family side, the results of the season, the economic situation of Barcelona, and the other offers that he has to consider. But Alfredo Martinez from Onda Theater, who is of course a very top source of Barcelona, he came out saying that Lionel Messi will wait and speak regarding his future in due course. He won't rush to any decisions. So it's no surprise that PSG can afford Messi. That wasn't really a big story. What the big story is that they are convinced that they can convince Lionel Messi. But for me, the only thing that I'm worried about is if Kylian Mbappe leaves PSG. If he stays, they won't be going for Ronaldo and they won't be going for Messi. But if he leaves, they will be pursuing a big star, because as we all know, Neymar is very close to signing a new contract extension. But it's very clear that PSG prefer to keep Neymar and Mbappe. But if Mbappe goes, they're going to be pushing for Ronaldo or Messi. They can afford one of the three of Mbappe, Ronaldo, and Messi. They want to keep Mbappe, but if they don't, they will be pushing for Ronaldo and Messi. But I personally feel like Messi's main destination, if he's going to leave Barcelona, is Manchester City. Now, Mundo Deportivo came out with a big article last night titled Objective, saying that Barcelona have 5 objective players that they want to get. Those 5 players are Erling Haaland, David Alaba, Eric Garcia, and one of Aguero or Depay. They state that the new directive has various quality options on the table despite the economic problems, but the big dream is Haaland, who would cost the utmost of 110 million. One of those players that were mentioned by Mundo Deportivo was Eric Garcia, and Sport came out saying that Laporta has sorted out the details for Eric Garcia's contract when he signs for Barcelona. The Spaniard will 100% be Laporta's first signing as the official president. Now, something came out about David Alaba, which is very interesting, coming from Andreu Sanchez. He said that Alba's salary demands are very high for Barcelona, but they are lower than Griezmann and Coutinho's. Another player on the MD objective list was Sergio Aguero. They came out saying that Aguero could arrive at Barcelona for free at the end of the season. Aguero is crazy about playing with his friend Lionel Messi and is willing to take a big pay cut, although he wants a transfer bonus. And finally, the other 2 players that Mundo Deportivo talked about were Erling Haaland and Depay. They say that Ronald Koeman wants a number 9, and on top of that, he wants Memphis Depay. Koeman loves Erling Haaland because of his potential and effectiveness. He's also a big fan of Romelu Lukaku, who played under him when he was the Everton manager. Now, the big breaking news that has come out over the past 24 hours is in regards to Erling Haaland. Marca came out saying that the signing of Erling Haaland is the absolute #1 priority for the new president Joan Laporta at Barcelona. Marca also stated that Laporta will do everything he can to sign Haaland, even if he has to sell big heavyweights at the club. And Oriel as well, who's of course the top source in Barcelona, he came out back in that statement from Marca saying that Barcelona are preparing a big offer for Erling Haaland for the upcoming summer. Now, Sport came out talking about those heavyweights that need to be sold. They say that Barcelona will try to sell Junior Firpo, Coutinho, Griezmann, Braithwaite, Neto, Umtiti, Matheus Fernandes, and Pjanic to afford the signing of Erling Haaland. They will also listen to offers for Lenglet, but they will not actively try to sell him. And Malorens from ESPN came out saying that some of that money from the player's sales is going to have to go to Emerson, because Barcelona need to pay Real Betis a fee in the region of 6 to 8 million to seize 100% rights of Emerson and bring him back to the club. Hearing that Erling Haaland is Laporta's #1 priority brings music to my ears. If Laporta can somehow pull this off, he is going to be absolutely goated. Of course, Erling Haaland's going to cost a total of 100 million because if you consider his transfer fees is going to be around 80 to 100 plus the agent fees plus bonuses to his dad that we talked about a few weeks ago. So in total, he'll cost about around 110 million. And if you sell, for example, Coutinho for 40 million, you sell Firpo for 20, you can sell Neto for maybe 10 or 20, Umtiti for another 10, Matthijs for another 10, Pjanic for maybe 20. That's the money right there for Haaland. But you might be wondering, oh, what about those players? You're going to have to replace them. That's where Garcia comes in. So this is going to work out in Barcelona's favor. And of course, all the other targets that Laporta wants, David Alaba, or Garcia, Aguero, and Depay are all going to be free transfers. So this all works out for Barcelona spending all the money they have on Erling Haaland, which could make it possible this summer. Now, some of the other Barcelona rumors over the past 24 hours, they don't have that much credibility, but I want to cover. Firstly, coming in from Sport, saying that the signing of Julian Nagelsmann is almost certainly ruled out due to the emergence of young Moriba. Barcelona prioritized strengthening the defense and the attack. Wijnaldum may negotiate a new contract with Liverpool now. And MD also come out talking about Wijnaldum, saying that Wijnaldum has become complicated for Barcelona and is now on the radar of PSG and Inter Milan. Calcio Mercado came out with a real report as well, saying that Lacazette could be a low option cost for Barcelona. His contract expires in 2022, so this summer he would be available at an affordable cost. And El Gold came out saying that Thiago has been linked to a return to his former side Barcelona following the election of Joan Laporta as the club president. And finally, Cutrone came out with a big report saying that Joan Laporta is a massive admirer of Bryan Gil, and the Barcelona president wants to sign him to reinforce the attack before his release clause raises from 35 million to 150 million. So in regards to the Lacazette, Thiago, and Wijnaldum reports, I wouldn't look into those too much because they're not really coming from reliable sources, and also the ship has pretty much sailed for Wijnaldum. We already have Moriba, we already have a stock midfield. Lacazette, we're already going for Aguero, Haaland, and Depay. Lacazette doesn't make any sense, but the Bryan Gil report is somewhat credible, and for me, I would definitely be looking to sign Bryan Gil. I think he's a top quality player, and if we can get him on the cheap for 35 million, I think we should do it, and I feel like Laporta would also do it as well. Now, at this current moment, there are big question marks about who's going to be the Barcelona coach next season. We all know that if Ronald Koeman wins some sort of silverware this season, whether it's the Copa del Rey, La Liga, or both, he will probably stay as the manager for next season. And MD came out saying that Joan Laporta has total confidence in Ronald Koeman, and the new president has the Dutch coach in his plans for next season. Also, there is no movement to seek alternatives like Julian Nagelsmann. But on the contrary, TV3 came out saying that Laporta respects Koeman a lot, but he would not have signed him if he was the president. Koeman may continue, but Laporta likes other coaches, including RB Leipzig's manager Julian Nagelsmann. Now, if you're not aware who Julian Nagelsmann is, he's a very, very good coach in Germany. He coached Hoffenheim for a few years, brought them from the bottom of the Bundesliga all the way up to the Champions League places, then got the manager role at RB Leipzig, and he is a very, very young and talented up-and-coming coach. He is the same age as Messi. That is how young he is. Now, Guillaume Balaguer, who was a reporter for TV3 and Sport, he came out talking about Nagelsmann, saying that he said no to Real Madrid before he took the job at RB Leipzig, but he told me that if a big club comes calling for him again, he would say yes now. He said he's ready to take that next big step, and if Barcelona want to keep growing, they need to sign a young coach like him. Now, after TV3 and Sport came out with these sources about Nagelsmann, MD conducted a poll with their viewers saying who would you want as a Barcelona coach next season, Koeman or Nagelsmann, and 91% said Koeman. In my opinion, I still feel like the same way as I felt at the beginning of the season, and that is if Ronald Koeman wins any sort of silverware this season, he should be backed and be the coach next season, although I am a big fan of Nagelsmann, and if there's a coach that I want out there right now, it would be Nagelsmann, and I think that Laporta would rather appoint Nagelsmann before Xavi, which is a big surprise. I feel like he wants Nagelsmann to come in first, then have Xavi develop maybe at Al Said, then go maybe somewhere in Spain like a Villarreal or something like that, but definitely keep a close eye on Nagelsmann coming in as a Barcelona manager if Koeman does not win the Copa del Rey or La Liga. Now let's talk about some of the news surrounding Barcelona at the current moment. First is coming in from AS saying that solving Antoine Griezmann's future is a priority for new director Matteo Almani. He turns 30 soon, and Barcelona want to sign a center forward, due to which Griezmann's future remains uncertain. And eSport come out saying that Philippe Coutinho is a target for AC Milan to strengthen their attack next season. The Brazilian would arrive to Milan to either replace Çalhanoğlu or be a rotation player in that number 10 position. It is inevitable that one of these two players in Griezmann and Coutinho will definitely be sold this summer for two reasons. One, because they're not good enough, and two, to fund that deal for Erling Haaland. The question is, which one of those two is it going to be? This next one's coming in from Cope saying that Ousmane Dembele's renewal is a priority for Barcelona. His contract, of course, ends in 2022, and they will start the negotiation for his renewal very soon. The club knows that Dembele is very happy at the moment that he has transformed this season and that he takes care of himself now. And also, Cat Radio came out back in that statement from Cope saying that Barcelona has made it a priority to renew Dembele's contract very soon. Now, ESPN and Mo Lawrence come out saying that Moriba is keen on renewing his contract as well as Dembele. He made a great impression in in the locker room this season, the player does not want to raise his release clause above 150 million as he wants full control of his future. Without a shadow of a doubt, one of Laporta's main priorities, aside from signing Erling Haaland, is to renew Dembele and Moriba. I am a bit concerned that Moriba wants his release clause very low at 150 million, but of course he's very young, and I think he's trying to avoid that kind of Ricky Push situation that he's going to sit on the bench all the time. He'll have a way out with that 150 million release clause. And with Dembele as well, Laporta loves Dembele, as we all know, so I expect both of these players to definitely renew in the upcoming months. Let's now get into some news about Barcelona B, and more specifically Alex Collado. MD came out saying that Barcelona informed Alex Collado that the forecast is that next season he will be in the first team, and the intention is to trigger his release clause for an additional 2 years and to promote him next season. Now, eSport and Cope came out back in that statement saying that Ramon Planas, who is of course a former director of Barcelona, has written in his report for Laporta that Collado must do preseason with the first team. He also suggested in that report that Collado should be promoted to the first team. Now, also Malone from ESPN came out talking about Barcelona B. He said that Alex Collado, Alejandro Balde, and Angel will do the preseason with the first team next season. With Laporta being elected as the president, we all know that Barcelona B and La Masia is going to be a big factor for him, and we already have good news in the sense that Alex Collado will be doing the preseason with Barcelona and could potentially be promoted as well. And Alejandro Balde, I know a lot of you guys love talking about Alejandro Balde in the comments. I've never seen him play yet. I've seen him, a few clips here and there, so it's going to be really exciting to see him in preseason as well. And the final topic I want to discuss is the home kit for next season. Now, we did talk about this a few days ago when Laporta was elected, but now official pictures of the home kit have been released, like real life pictures, not, photoshopped. And I tell you what, this kit looks super ugly. I think the concept of the kit is, on the right track, but the color scheme and the way they've done it is just absolutely poor. And seeing this kit on a mannequin now, I'm not a big fan of this kit at all. Again, let me know your thoughts about the kit in the comments below. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts on Erling Haaland being a top priority for Laporta. Laporta wanted to bring in Nagelsmann, him also being interested in Bryan Gil. And let me know your thoughts on Alex Collado and Alejandro Balde being promoted to the first team. And make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the match preview for Barcelona versus Huesca in La Liga. Take care, and Forza Barca.